G'day folks. Well, over the years we have filmed hundreds of incredibly talented people across the world. Many of these artists have gone on to produce their own videos as well. We hope you enjoy this great lesson from one of our Colour in Your Life artists. Okay, well I'm just with Rich Stergulz at the back of his studio, and he's about to pour a resin mix over a piece that he has done of the King, Elvis Presley. Pretty amazing, isn't it? And there's a couple of different layers on there already that you may or may not be able to see. He puts these different coloured pearls and metallics all through it. It looks amazing. And he just poured some pearl into that mixture right there. There it is there. As you can see, this is the stuff that he's using here. And then the pearl is just in there. That's just one section of it that he's mixed up.
And this has to be mixed up well enough so that it doesn't clump.
Yeah.
Because we don't want any dry powder in that epoxy.
No, we don't.
Because it makes holes. It's not nice.
So when you actually mix that, do you just put it into various sections? You don't pour it directly over him at all?
It's kind of like veins, like what you see on the painting right now.
Yes, 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 yes. And does that dry, or do you pour the other solution over the top at the same time?
I'm going to pour the clear on first, and I'm going to pour this and some of the gold paint with isopropyl alcohol in it right on top.
Okay.
And they'll kind of just melt, and they'll level itself out.
Yeah.
You taste test it first to make sure it's good and mixed.
Yeah, right. That's how my hair got so curly. Now, for all those fans out there, remember I'm actually just doing this on an iPhone, so it doesn't need to be any more sophisticated than that sometimes, particularly if you want to make your own videos and start your own YouTube channel.
All right, so I'll pour this first.
So this one, the big one goes on first. Oh, look at that.
Just kind of go back and forth. I mean, I'm going to spread around with my hands. Just make sure I have enough everywhere. If you notice, the board is kind of flat. It's not really running all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
I'll leave a little bit in here just in case I need to fix any holes, but here's the fun part.
There you go. You
get the finger paint.
Just use your hands.
So I tried to get more central at first.
Yeah.
And I'm not pressing that hard. Just kind of evening it out a little bit. And then after I feel like I've got the center filled in, that's when I'll start to bring it over the sides.
Okay. Lovely. And the gloves are a must, of course.
Oh, definitely. This stuff is incredibly sticky. And I don't think it's very safe for your skin, so.
No, not at all.
And here I'm trying to make sure that I cover it all. There's little dents. I don't want any little dents on the edges, so I'll make sure that everything is covered before I put in all the other fun stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I have maybe 45 minutes or so to work and play with this and have some fun with it.
Yeah. You know, if you just sort of look at that there, I mean, all of those little marks that Rich left have just simply gone, and they've molded into. Now you can see that there's a lot of bubbles on there.
If you gently blow on the bigger ones, they usually pop. So the pearl, I'm just going to do a couple of little streaks.
Yeah. There you go.
Ooh, that really matches the color in his hair here. Just a couple of little ones like that, I think.
That's
I like.
great.
And this is just gold spray paint.
Yeah.
So I'll spray a little bit in the cup here.
Spray into the cup, gold paint, and there you go.
Just a little bit of gold paint in there, that's all that
About that.
is. And then I squirt a little bit of the isopropyl alcohol in it.
Yeah.
Swirl it around a bit. Kind of look to see where I want to put it first. Like a little bit right here.
Sort of.
Just splash it on.
Look at that. Amazing.
Maybe a couple little drops up here. That ought to do it. Let's put a couple more right here.
Done.
Done.
Look at that. And it's actually, if you look at it closely, it's starting to separate. It looks amazing. It's starting to separate all through the resin that's in there. And obviously this is still wet. It's going to be like this for at least 45 minutes.
Now I just take the heat gun.
The heat gun.
Kind of swirl it around a little bit. Now, as I'm doing, can you see it in his black hair? Can you see the bubbles popping?
Yeah.
It'll go very clear. And at this point, I'm also watching to make sure that as the epoxy is drying and it's leveling itself out, that everything's not dripping to one side. It's kind of staying put. But do you see all the bubbles popping?
Yeah, they're just disappearing.
They come. And look how clear and shiny that gets.
Very cool, very cool. So such a controlled feature with painting Elvis's portrait and then doing the random work with the gold.
Yes, I love the combination of both. It looks earthy, but then we have that contemporary look of the icon, you know, the famous person. And I have John Wayne, I have Marilyn Monroe. I think I'm going to do James Dean. Let's see how that gold just floats on the top right there. And
yeah, that's great, isn't it? It's a fantastic effect. And it's just like it's just turning into glass right now, isn't it?
yeah, all those bubbles will pop. I'll put it inside to dry and try to keep it as dust free as I possibly can, and it'll have this really nice glass look at the end. I won't have to sand it anymore. Oh, that looks awesome.
Yeah, it looks great, doesn't it?
I love the depth it gets just in these few layers.
Another great technique that you guys can try. Put things up really spectacularly. I mean, disregardless of what you put down underneath, just the technique that goes over top, it's really quite spectacular. So thank you, Rich.
There we go. Thanks for watching, guys.
Well done.
Try this technique. You're going to love it.
Yeah.